Hey subscribers, today I have this LinknLink ISG box. I got the edition that has the Zigbee bundle. So I saw a video of Paul Hibbert's a while back that he did of this box. I think it was like a Kickstarter or something like that, which I'd never ordered something off one of those type of deals. So this is my first time. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and unbox it here. If I can unbox it one-handed, which probably cannot. So let me pause it for a second. So we got it started there, and there it is. This is the box. It is just a small box. In the wrapping here, it's plastic all around. Looks like it's got some, I don't know what this is on the back. You got your power, an AV output, HDMI, your Ethernet, and then 2 USB ports. So not a whole lot in the way of input output on this. And then underneath, let's see what we get. Looks like the power brick. It comes with a remote. Here is the little Zigbee dongle and an HDMI cable. Oops. So an HDMI cable, and like to the remote, and then a quick start guide. So that's what we have. I'm gonna go ahead and try plugging things in, and then we'll see what we can do to set this up. So I've gone ahead and plugged in. I'm here at my desk. So plugged in the Zigbee. I plugged in my keyboard and mouse just to see if I could use that, which I believe you can. HDMI and then power. That's all I plugged in. I put batteries in this, and as you can see, it's outputting to this. We'll see. Yeah, so I want to connect to the Wi-Fi. Okay, I have my mouse. I'm using my mouse. I'm going to connect to my Wi-Fi here. All right, so I connected my Wi-Fi. I will probably connect this via Ethernet because this is where I'm going to have it. Is going to have Ethernet connection. So it looks like there's terms and conditions I need to read, or a user agreement and user agreement. I'm going to agree. And yeah, I will agree. And it looks like I need to either sign in or sign up. So give me a second and I will sign in. All right, so let's go through some of these menus here. So you got the home, so you can do the devices and stuff. Your groups, scenes, energy, automation, media, and add-ons. And so the add-ons would be like your things that are already added on. So the home assistant server, Z-Wave, Matter Bridge. So there's a lot of stuff in here that's already installed. And then I'm going to see if I can open up this Edge bridge, because I think they had an update for the Home Assistant. So before I try to set that up, I'm going to try and update it. All right, so I went ahead and started doing the Home Assistant stuff on my laptop, and I will continue to do that there. It was just a little bit easier, and I did go ahead and change the login for that. So I'm doing stuff over here, and I'll continue doing that to set it up. But I did want to show you, okay, that you can watch videos on this if you want to. I am not going to be using it for that purpose, but it's got like Kodi, so you can do a lot of customizable stuff with Kodi if you wanted to. Again, I probably won't. You can do Netflix. It plays Netflix. It's, I think, 480p quality, so it's not the best quality. I wouldn't use this as a media player, although it can serve as a media player. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and come in here and we'll watch as a guest. So we found a video. I'm just going to click on that short. And I don't have any speakers hooked up to this, so looks like this one was Adino Raid Day. Man, my hair was crazy that day. It's usually crazy, but it looks like it was especially crazy. So anyway, you can play YouTube videos on this if you'd like. Again, the main reason that I'm going to use it is to host my Home Assistant. And if I can figure it out, it has the, like, you can add your devices from here, but for whatever reason it's not picking up my devices. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, so I don't know if this is a glowing review or not. My whole purpose in this was having a fairly inexpensive box, which this is. Again, here's the box. It does get a little bit warm. It's all plastic. I have my Z-Wave, or my Zigbee dongle there. But yeah, so you have the box that you can use for Home Assistant. I've had a Raspberry Pi in the past, and I was hosting on my NAS before, and I am hosting it currently on an old laptop that I just installed Home Assistant on it directly. But from now on, I'll probably do it on this, and I'm setting this up from scratch. And I installed, well, one of the main reasons is because I wanted to have the hack store. And for me, I don't know if I just didn't spend enough time, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it full stop on my NAS. And then I think I was just not really interested in taking the effort to try on my laptop. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, subscribers, so it's been a couple weeks later since I originally filmed that video. And you can see I have Home Assistant pretty much completely set up. You can see my bedroom here with my wife, and we have our lights turned on right now. I have a sensor in there. In the kitchen I have a few sensors, and then some lights associated with the kitchen, and then I have my Govee integrated with my living room, and then there's some other rooms and sensors and cameras and stuff that I won't show you. So as you can see, I have Home Assistant set up. I ended up not using the LinknLink box, so there's that. There were some things specifically with the Govee integration that's available through the Home Assistant community store that's not really working. It works periodically, and I have a full room that is strictly Govee, as well as some other Govee devices outside of the home, and then an air purifier that I don't really need to control with my smart home, but just having it in there and makes it easier for me to do automations with it if I wanted to do automations with it. So I moved back to my NAS, which forced me to learn some additional things. With that, I also can't get the
Home Assistant store, the normal store that you could get for add-ons. And so I had to install a couple of different virtual machines to run, or containers to run alongside it. One for Govee, and then also an MQTT server, which that box actually has one built in. So if there was a way to get the add-on that I needed, I could have continued to use that. And then also for my Ring cameras, there's better integration. Again, I had an integration before, but there was better integration with a separate add-on that's not available through the HACS, the Home Assistant Community Store. So that also opened up a few more automations for me. If you didn't know, the Ring Alarm keypad that has a motion sensor in it, I didn't know it until recently. So now I'm using that in automation in my kitchen, because I have one right there by the kitchen door. And we're going to use it to turn on the lights when it's dark out and between certain hours and all kinds of crazy stuff. So yeah, excited to be able to set up some more powerful automations, different things that I wasn't able to quite integrate. Again, Govee's not really good about integrating with other systems. It's integrated in Amazon, but what you can do in Amazon is kind of limited from automations, although it's usually enough probably for most people. Anyway, hope you're all having a great morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever. Bye.